here? Chris?
I am here.
Let me go get a drink real quick. Okay.
Whew.
Hey, King Kai, I did it!
Awesome. Here's to hoping we don't self-destruct.
Okay.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Okay. Recently on Shadows in the Light, our band of heroes, the Order of the New Dawn, returned from the Kingdom of the Setting Sun to the safety of their mansion in the city of Oakhaven. Here they are, exhausted and battered, having risked their lives in the Pyramid of Silence. They emerge victorious, securing the final Void Shard. They now hope to reconstruct the Void Gem and in turn use it to shut the demon portals once and for all. The party did not get long to rest, however, as the following morning terror struck. Descending from the sky on a giant, corrupted black dragon, Henry Stormblight flew into battle. Claiming to be there to collect the void shards from the party, Henry made way into the mansion in search, while the dragon battled outside. Hard fought, the party managed to emerge victorious with minor losses, managing to take Henry captive. They bound him and took him to the sanctuary to the bottom of the mansion. There they tried to purify him, seeing the demon blood try and escape, only to return. It was during this time that Valanthe heard another message from her father, telling her that the sleeper must be awakened. It was then that, with a heavy heart and filled with fear and uncertainty, she struck out against the helpless Henry. The party soon the party stood divided, as Hanthor, Yyrin, and Flyr and Ophelia looked on in horror and shock as Dean and Valanthe stood off. One defending Henry, and the other seemingly wanting him dead. The confrontation escalated to combat, where Valanthe became bound by the hold person spell. Dean struck out, knocking her unconscious. The fight got out of hand when Dean cast a fireball, hitting almost everyone in the room before relenting back to the side of Henry. Hanthor at this time discussed information obtained from Henry with Yyrin, and the healed Ophelia and Valanthe fled to the Valanthe enclave. We now return to the moments in the sanctuary, right as Ophelia and Valanthe had left. Dean and Flyr are with Henry, or near Henry, while Yyrin and Hanthor talk at the other side of the room of the sanctuary.
Ophelia! I'm gonna chase after.
You make your way upstairs. She's gone. You would have made it there just in time to see her and Valanthe walk through a tree.
Are they like completely outside in the front, or?
Yeah.
Well, as I walk back through, I'd like to grab Henry's sword and shield.
Okay.
And put those in my bag of holding.
Gotcha.
And then I'll head back downstairs.
Okay. Alright, while he did that, Flyr, Hanthor, and Yyrin, what are you guys doing? Hanthor and Yyrin, you're kind of discussing the stuff that you discussed on the balcony when you were out here. At this point, you see Dean rush up to the stairs, calling after Ophelia. What do you guys do while he's done that?
what would be a role for knowing things about Henry, the way he is? Like, how knowing like how long it'll take him to recover, that kind of stuff.
Judging by how he's a human and how things work, you suspect that it'll take him about the same amount of time as it would take Dean to recover. Usually about 8 or so hours, 6 to 8 hours.
Well, after Hanthor and I, after our discussion, I just kind of silently make my way over to Leica and make sure that she is brought back because she got knocked out with a fireball.
You managed to heal her fine.
So what do you reckon we do with him now?
Well, I don't think that we could take him to Koros. Seems like that would be kind of a kill on sight deal. Maybe the High Magnus. Maybe the High Magus has some knowledge of what we could do.
Well, I think for now let's take him somewhere a bit more comfortable. Get him out of the armor and whatnot. And I mean, we can ask Los Tornado to watch over him. Promised he's not going to be too rough with him.
How much is there any water left in the pool?
Very little, like not even a foot. Like the fireball and like a lot of the stuff that happened really knocked out a lot of the water. And evaporated. Before we hop to Yyrin / Dean, is there anything else the two of you going to do?
Yes, let's get him out of this armor and tied up or chained up or restrained in some way.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and strip him with Flyr's help here, and we'll take him upstairs to one of the... Do you have a bedroom that's not in use?
Alright. As you
like-
do that really quick. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. If you're segueing into me, then perfect.
Alright, I'm not quite there yet. I have to do something with Henry.
Go ahead.
So, as you start to doff his armor, you notice, as you pull away the pieces of armor, there are what appear to be tattoos all over his skin. And once you get all the pieces of armor off, it looks to be written in a language. Do either of you speak or / read Infernal?
I do.
You went upstairs.
Yeah, I know.
No. Wait.
Abyssal or Infernal? Either of the two of you.
No, I do not. Would I recognize it as that language, though?
Roll intelligence. If you guys don't read it, or if you can't read Abyssal or Infernal,
Would my fiend specialization apply?
yeah, go ahead.
I have a quick question, because At the time I had to quickly replace it because you said no to Draconic. Is Demonic an actual language, or would that be one of Infernal or Abyssal?
That's one of the two. They made it.
That would be Abyssal.
Okay, so yes.
So you took demonic and then. Alright, I see what you're saying. Alright, so Hanthor, you recognize this to be a bunch of writing, and what looks to be both abyssal and infernal. Flyr, you only understand about half of this. It seems to, for some reason, jump between the two different dialects. You see some similarities, as abyssal and infernal are similar in nature. They share some words, but you're kind of getting patches from it. Hanthor, you can't really read anything. You just recognize it for what it is. Flyr, you see this as a sort of magical tattoo. From what you get from reading it, it is a how to explain it? It has something to do with death.
Oh.
Really quick, can you divide? How would you go about doing that?
I'm just wondering if there are. Is it just script, or are there images as well? And also, I imagine it's pretty easy to tell that it's magical in some way, at the very least.
Yeah, it's magical in some way. You can tell that. You can tell that's magical in some way, but it's all just script, like penned out.
Alright. What do you make of this, Flyr?
It's it has something to do with death, it feels like. Can I
Yeah,
well,
you're not.
let's see what we can
You're
figure
not-
out, I guess.
Yeah, you're not too sure of what the magic is. It's definitely magical, and it looks to be like on the event of death. It's like something would happen. So at this point, you two kind of bundle him up. Is there anything else that you wanted to like look at him over, or will you have him there and you see the script?
What stuff did he have on him?
He has full plate, which is pretty beaten up, partially melted from acid and whatnot. He doesn't. His sword and shield was dropped upstairs. He doesn't actually have a lot of magical items on him. One thing you do find is I think what I called it, the Ring of Fortitude. One is
I already
still
took
intact.
that.
Oh, you
Unless
did?
he
When
had
you
more
looted
than
earlier?
one.
Oh.
Yeah. I took that and the necklace.
Alright. So, there's really nothing else on him.
Didn't you say he had a cloak that allowed him to Misty Step?
Oh yeah, there was that. I forgot about that. Yeah. His cloak allows Misty Step. I'm gonna say Ophelia didn't snag that, so you can grab it if you wish.
What do we do with his stuff then?
Well, keep it away from him at the very least.
What color is the cloak?
It's like a It's got a black on the outside and like a sky blue on the inside. It shimmers a little bit.
All right. I'll go ahead and just take all of his stuff and kind of bundle it up in the cloak, and we'll take it upstairs with us. Put it in a different room.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's go see about getting him restrained.
Okay. Dean, as you're coming back, you see Yyrin has now started coming up the stairs. Yyrin, you are looking for Ophelia and Valanthe as you notice that they've gone. Do you guys interact at all, or do you just kind of pass by each other?
I quickly brush past him, like in a hurry, like he's not even there. I ignore him and keep going.
Okay. So Yyrin brushes past you, just completely ignores, and runs to the front door. What do you?
I call out Val and Ophelia's name as well as I can, kind of desperately searching the grounds.
They're not there. Dean, what do you do?
As I'm coming down the stairs, I'm just kind of looking at the walls and entryway that's all burnt up.
Yeah, so there's some pretty serious scarring along the mansion itself from the battle, and like from the flame wall. You make your way down and you see the burning and the wounds inflicted by yourself. You come around the corner and you pass through the threshold into the sanctuary, and there you see Henry more or less stripped down to his underwear, so to speak, and he's getting bound up by Hanthor and Flyr. They're not like being like malicious, and they don't look like they're like have malintent. They're more just like making sure that he doesn't get free.
I'm just kind of watching them restrain him at this point. I'm kind of looking around at the damage that I caused.
All right. Hanthor, Dean, and Flyr, what is everybody's passive perception?
A number.
13.
17.
Okay. Flyr, just a little note. You see that the statue, shrine, the small shrine to Koros, is cracked a little bit as it was closest in the fireball.
Do I see that as well, since I'm kind of just like looking around at everything?
You don't see it yet.
Okay.
I'll go look at it. I will examine.
All right. So you go to examine it. There doesn't really seem to be any properties. It just this shrine to Koros has been cracked pretty good. Dean, you see Flyr go over, and you see it as well now that the shrine to Koros has been cracked.
After I see that, I'm gonna quickly drop to my knees and put my hands together and start muttering to myself, saying a prayer and apologizing to Koros.
Okay. Alright, what are you guys gonna do? Dean's on his knees, praying at the foot of the altar to Koros. to investigate?
I want to take an extra good look around at the shrine, around it, everything.
It looks. I mean, it's really a shrine. Looking at it, there's not even like really magical properties to it. It's really mundane. It's just. Yeah.
How bad's the crack in it?
It's not terribly severe, but you can like see it. Like there's like a kind of like the TARDIS crack in Doctor Who. It's kind of like that. It goes like all along it, but it's not like very deep and it's not very split open.
Hmm.
What are you guys gonna do now?
Alright, I need a hand getting him upstairs now.
Okay.
Alright, so Flyr and Hanthor, are you guys gonna take him upstairs? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
So two of you, Dean's just pretty much sitting in silence at this point, just really seemingly lost in thought and prayer. You guys heft him up. When he's bound, you got a strength 18 in there, and with Flyr's help, you're able to get him pulled up the stairs and into a vacant room. Let's say it's this room right here. Oh, okay.
Flyr.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look Dean straight in the eye. You should be. And then I'm gonna help carry Henry out.
Okay. Hanthor and Flyr, you start hefting the body upstairs. While you guys take him upstairs, was there anything else you want to do down there, Dino?
Yes, actually. I'm gonna walk over to the pool and kind of see how much water is missing.
Most of it. There's about a foot. A little under a foot.
Standing there, Dean's going to be thinking back to when this temple was first created and how much time Ophelia put into it, and how Dean had even helped her with a decent portion of it.
Okay.
And as he's standing there thinking, he's gonna pull out that letter that Ophelia gave to him a long time ago. The one that she said if ever anything happened to her, that he should open it. So I'm gonna open it and see what that letter says.
It's in your journal. Alright, I'm gonna give Isaac a chance to read it. We're gonna pop up to Yyrin. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to a different channel so I can read this in silent.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So, after a while of searching the grounds, I'm going to just head back inside. Kind of trying to wipe away tears.
Okay. It's oddly quiet. Most of the building is in ruins from the acid attacks of the dragon. It's a little odd. This place that you guys always came back to, it wasn't necessarily your home, but seeing it in this state is very, it's very odd.
I'm going to, once I get back into the foyer area, I'm just going to drop to my knees and give like a big hug.
Okay. Alright. While you do that, is there anything else you want to do? Otherwise I'm going to hop over to Flyr and Hanthor again.
No, I'm going to just stay there for a while and try to get myself together again.
Okay. So we're going to go back to Flyr and Hanthor. You guys have managed to get him up to the bedroom. You throw him down on, do you throw him down on the bed, just on the floor? What do you do?
Yeah, we'll sit him on the bed.
Okay. You see that he's stirring a little bit. It seems like he's coming to a bit.
One of us should go find Tornado to have somebody to watch him.
I'll go find him.
Alright, I'll make sure that Henry here doesn't cause any more trouble.
Alright.
Yes. And just in case any trouble does start, try not to kill him. I have a bad feeling about that.
Aye, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll go find Los Los Tornado.
Alright, Flyr, you go and look for Los Tornado. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the house. You go and start looking around the grounds. Eventually you go through the ballroom and you see he appears to be out back. Los Tornado and Minstrel seem to be checking in on the folks who were essentially in the homeless shelter, who couldn't make it to the tunnel during the fight.
I'll walk out to them.
Okay. Oh, Flyr! It's good to see you. Everything's going well, I hope?
No, not particularly.
Oh, what's wrong? Did he break out?
Oh no, we have him quite securely bound. It's nothing that you have to worry yourself with.
Oh,
We were wondering if you would help us with Henry.
how can I be of help?
We need somebody to watch over him.
I see.
Just to just to make sure he doesn't escape or anything.
Are you not going to finish him off?
That seems like a very bad idea right now.
I see. Why? He's gonna kind of like cock his head at you. He looks kind of confused.
Everything that we have right now seems to point to him dying will release the demons.
I see. That's interesting.
So,
Usually I
that would-
prefer to have justice be met, but I agree that releasing more demons just would be troublesome. Very well. Do you require me, or do you need another like member of the guard, or how come like? What are you asking for? Are you asking for me personally?
we were hoping you would be so kind as to watch over him. You seem rather capable in a fight. And, well, we need somebody who won't just kill him if anything starts happening.
Well, I'd very much like to, but I'll trust in your judgment for now. But if he makes any attempt to escape, I will not be held responsible for any damages he suffers.
As long as he stays alive, that's all that matters for now.
I'll see what I can do. He gives you a look like saying that if he breaks out and if it's a threat, he'll probably kill him. But he'll try his best. He'll try to restrain his justice might.
And this is just a short-term thing. We are trying to figure out what to do with him.
Let me finish securing and making sure that the homeless here are taken care of, and I will be up in a few moments.
That's perfectly fine. We just need somebody to watch over him while we get things done. I'll let him know where to go and head back.
Man, what a terrible day to have the cameras out. Alright, let's see here now. We're going to go over to Hanthor. As you're seeing there, Flyr is left after a few moments. You see Henry start to stir. What's going on?
You're a prisoner. We're keeping you here until we figure out what else to do with you.
That's mighty noble of you.
You can thank your brother for that. He's the one who's stressed keeping you alive.
Such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. I expect better of him. He shifts kind of in the bed. Do you strip all of your prisoners?
Aye? We're not going to leave you in your armor. I mean, we don't want you being capable in a fight in case you try and break out, do you?
Where's the fun in that if you fight a weak opponent?
Makes it easier to make sure you stay a prisoner.
So what happens now?
Well, now we go and save the world, and you'll stay here with Los Tornado. Assuming he's getting here shortly. And we'll stop the demon invasion, and hopefully you'll get better.
Do you think you can stop it? Do you think
It's
you can
not
really
the
stop
last minute
Voice?
yet. And that's when the stories always say the heroes win.
The bedtime stories I was told, the heroes never won. Actually, my bedtime stories were rather different from yours, I'd assume. Tainted bloodlines, divine purpose.
I
And
imagine there
all
weren't
that.
quite as many dwarves in yours.
Indeed. So, we wait. So unless you have anything else to say to him, I'm just gonna have like time pass.
I will offer him some ale, but since he's tied up and can't accept, I'll shrug, drink some myself, and put it away.
Okay. You're funny.
I like to think so.
Alright, so at this point, Flyr's finishing up with Lowe's turn. I'm gonna go over to Dino, who's just finished reading his letter downstairs. Is Isaac back?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so Dean, you you have just finished reading the paper.
As I'm folding it up, I'll say out loud to myself, I won't let you down. And I will go back upstairs and look for the others.
Alright. As you make your way upstairs, you see, you cross paths with Flyr, who's on his way to, because you were on your way back, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So you see Dean come out to the, exit the library doors. His eyes are puffy and red like he was crying.
Calm down, did you?
Yes. Where are the others?
Well, Hanthor is this way. You ready to be rational again?
I'm ready to solve this problem. I need
Good
to
enough
speak
for
with
me.
all of you.
Well, Hanthor's over here. We're keeping a watch over Henry until we can get Loth's Tornado in here.
Where's Grack? I'm sure he can watch over Henry.
I believe they went down to the demon portal to help.
They did indeed.
Well, I mean, is there anybody who at the mansion still who could even theoretically watch over Henry?
Los Tornado.
Missed.
Okay. Where's Los Tornado?
I just said, we're watching over Henry until Los Tornado is done with what he's doing. It's commendable that you're back to your old self, but your ears, man, use them. And I clap him on the shoulder and start walking towards the room again.
Yes, don't forget your old Dean right now.
I know, I'm trying to do the voice. It's rough.
It's hard when you've been crying.
Alright, Dean, do you follow?
Yes, of course.
Alright, you follow. You enter the room. Hanthor, you see the door open, and Flyr walks in, followed closely by Dean. When you enter the room, Flyr and Dean, you see Henry is awake and just kind of looking around the room. When you enter, he locks eyes with Dean and smiles for a moment, and then shakes his head, like in disappointment.
Hey, it's awake.
Indeed.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Is he like on his knees or anything, or like sitting on the ground tied up or something?
He's laying down.
He's laying on the bed.
I'm gonna crouch down next to him and just keep staring into his eyes.
Quick, put on the romantic music.
Something wrong, brother?
You're the wrong one. You see, I've come to realize something quite important that I don't think I saw until because of you. I should actually be thanking you right now for what you showed me. You see, these people that I've surrounded myself with, these people that you seem to want to kill so badly, they are the one that I call family. You are nothing. You are pathetic. You're tainted. I'm not going to kill you. But I am going to fix you. But I want you to realize something, Henry. We are not brothers. You are nothing but an insect. After that, I'm gonna stand up and walk out of the room as I'm passing by Flyr. Let me know when Los Tornado comes back. I'll be waiting for you all in the dining hall.
Don't get into too much mischief now.
Alright. As you start walking down, as you leave, he's just gonna... Oh, the righteous are always so worthy. So wordy. Um. So Dean leaves. As he walks down the hall, you hear a door shut, and as you look around the corner, you see Dean start to come around the corner.
I'm gonna pause for a moment before just walking in the library.
So you walk. So you see him coming, and you just walk into the library. Type of situation.
Yeah, like I pause to look at him, and then I just walk into the library.
Okay.
Did I see her do that, or?
Yeah, you guys like see each other, and then she just kind of like looks down and like walks into the.
I would like to walk to the entryway of the library.
You do.
I'll kind of like knock on the inside of the door frame.
I'm just standing in the middle of the room, kind of looking at the different books, but then kind of glance at him.
Is Leica with you?
Yeah, she is. And she's hurting.
Oh no, I was asking that out of character, sorry.
Oh no, I was answering out of character.
Oh, okay. Well, in character. Is she alright?
She's back up now, yes.
Yyrin. I'm gonna take a step forward. I know a lot's happened between us. And I said I would protect you. And that means Leica too. I just want you to know. I'm sorry. I'm going to make things better.
Can I ask you a question, Dean? I'm gonna look him square in the eye.
Of course.
Would you have done the same? If I was the one standing there, held down. Would you have struck me?
No. You must understand. Valanthe and I aren't close.
That doesn't matter, she's family. At least that's what you told me.
Yes. You're right. We are family. And I didn't realize that until I tore it apart.
You know, Ophelia fell too. You know that if she falls, she may not get back up again. Did you ever think of that?
That was my problem, Yyrin. I wasn't thinking about anything except for protecting what I thought was my family. It wasn't until that I hurt them it made me realize how much they mean to me. I'm never going to take that for granted again. I understand if you feel impartial to me now. You have every right to be angry with me. But I am sorry. I'm gonna turn to face the doorway, and before I actually leave the room, I'm gonna turn back a little bit. Please come to the dining hall when you're ready. We have to talk. All of us. And then I'm gonna walk off to the dining hall.
I'm gonna swallow, trying to hold back a bunch of tears again. Perv.
We just. Alright, you gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna spend at least 5 or a few minutes kind of contemplating some, but then I'll head back to the dining room.
As you head out, you see Los Tornado enter the dining hall and kind of nod to you, and he walks past in the direction you were going. Hanthor and Flyr, was there anything that you guys wanted to talk about?
No, I don't think I had anything in mind.
I just spent the whole time staring Henry down.
Roll a
Give him that Care
constitution
Bear
check.
stare.
Just roll a quick constitution
Save or check?
check.
I can't roll good checks.
You tried to go as long as you can without blinking, and you managed to go almost a full minute. But you succumbed to your natural requirements, and you ended up blinking. Henry smiles at you and is like, I knew you would.
Hmm? Oh, no, no, no. You misunderstand what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna keep staring at him.
I'm going to whisper to Nori to have him just, like, go kind of run all over Henry in a way to make him, like, tickle and whatnot. Just enough to make him uncomfortable in a way that's totally not, like, up to the, like, buff, manly image he's trying to project.
Alright, you do so, and you see him start to kind of crack up and start to giggle like a little bitch. As you're doing this, you hear a as Los Tornado enters the room. What are you doing?
We're interrogating the prisoner. What does it look like we're doing?
Who am I to judge? I'm here to secure the prisoner for a while.
This is good. We have things we must do. Don't listen to a word he says.
Alright, give
Okay.
me a moment here to prepare the room for you. I'm gonna go ahead and... Is there a window in this room?
Yes, on the far right side. On
Cool.
the other side of the room.
I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on the window. Nobody can get in or out. I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock, on the door, and make it so only Tornado can enter or exit, and myself.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, man.
And then I guess we're gonna make it to the dining room.
All right. As you start to leave, you hear Henry start to talk, and then you hear a thwack. You look over, and Henry is alive, but knocked out.
Oi!
Oh,
Not
good.
too hard.
Don't worry, he'll live. For now. And he just sits down on the other side of the bed, and Minstrel sits across from him, and you see Minstrel pull out a book and begin reading to Los Tornado as you shut the door.
Oh, if Minstrel was in there, then I would also make the arcane lock not apply to him.
I figured. Okay. Alright, so you two make your way over to the dining hall. Yyrin enters first. You see, Dean, what are you doing there?
While I was alone in the room before anyone came back, I would be rereading Ophelia's letter. But as soon as someone comes in the room, I would, quickly fold it up and put it away.
Would I notice that?
You notice him like fold up something and tuck it away.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a seat, wait quietly.
I'll be standing at this point at the head of the table waiting for everyone to come in.
Alright, so at this point everybody will have entered the room. Yyrin's there, guys, and it's the four of you.
Well, this is nostalgic.
I know it doesn't feel as cramped in the room as it normally does. And we all know that that's my fault. I want you to know I am sorry for my actions, but I don't want to waste any time giving a sob story. There are more concerning things to worry about. I want to know, as a group, what all of you think that we should do with Henry. Given the information that we've had, killing him might not be a good thing. Flyr had something going with dislodging the demonic blood from him. I think that might be our best angle right now. I noticed that he had some kind of markings on his skin. Did you happen to get a closer look at those?
Best that we can determine, it's some sort of tattoo that deals with death. It seems like something might happen when he dies, or at some sort of death.
So it might be as we feared. Since he is the final child of Calamity, he could bring about the darkness that we're trying to stop. With his death.
He absolutely could. It's possible that killing him is what we should do, but I feel like it's much more likely that killing him is the bad thing.
It concerns me still that Valanthe would try and kill him, even knowing that something like that could happen. I could have sworn she said something before she attacked him, or tried to. Something about the sleeper.
I took a look inside Henry's mind, and seems like there's something going on that's we're only just starting to get the full picture. Bellicor is trying to bring back the sleeper, and as far as I can tell from what Henry knows, that's the Platinum Dragon himself, Bahamut.
I'm just going to interject really quick. Bahamut is a very well-known god. He's one of the most ancient gods. So everybody at the table would know who Bahamut is. Whether or not they know a lot about him or anything like that, you would at least recognize that Bahamut is one of the gods. And
Can I do a history check to know more about Bahamut?
You wouldn't just know from your studies, Dean. He's a god of lawful good. He's a platinum dragon. He's a sire of the metallic dragons. He's the second largest temple in Koros, next to Koros itself.
Wow.
So it seems to me we have a double-edged sword on our hands. We kill Henry, and Bellicor is summoned. But at the same time, it could release Bahamut.
You know, and call me crazy maybe, but I'm less inclined to believe that the plans of demons is good.
It can't be that simple. I imagine that maybe bringing back one god will bring back the rest, good and evil alike. They may be hoping that then with that these demons can manage to overthrow the good gods. Just going based on how stories tend to go. Do we really want to risk the demons coming back and getting their way, even if it means that the gods come back?
I personally would very, very much prefer to find almost any other way than letting demons win.
I would have to agree. In all honesty, we have very little information to go off of in this situation. So I don't think killing him is an option right now. I think we've made that pretty clear.
Yes, some of us have made this extremely clear. But that's enough of that. We must determine what we are going to do. Everybody makes mistakes.
There are other parts of the prophecy too that are coming to light. Parts that I'm not sure what they mean entirely, but it's not good. I give Hanthor a look.
Hey, really quickly, is Amanda super quiet to anybody else, or do I just need to turn her up?
Yeah.
I think she got
lowered
quiet
her
after
voice.
Corey's thing.
Yeah. You can turn your volume back up. I think it was just that one moment you kind of raised your voice a little bit higher.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was just that one moment you kind of got a little crazy into the RP. But
Sorry.
Sorry,
Which is
I just wanted to be able to hear what's going on.
Yeah, which is totally fine. We all get into it at some point, so it's fine.
Did you hear what I said though? Or do you want me to repeat it?
I
Yeah, could you repeat it? I missed it.
There are definitely parts of the prophecy that are coming to light that we still don't understand. and it concerns me greatly. And I give Hanthor a worried look.
I can see why.
Is there something you'd like to share with us? We could use any information we have. Honestly, anything.
Hanthor, you saw into the depths of his mind. You would give them a better picture.
Aye. Alright then. It seems that Void is looking for someone called the Chosen, or planning to use someone he is referring to as the Chosen. And the best image in Henry's mind is standing in front of you right here. And Hanthor motions to Yyrin. I'm not sure what he plans to do with her, but it seems that she's integral to his plan.
Are you positive that it was Yyrin that you saw?
I mean, it could have been another blonde elf, but it did look a lot like her. I mean, I suppose I'm not the best to judge. If I'm being honest, elves all kind of look the same to me.
Honestly, it would make sense because of what Henry told me before. I'm more inclined to believe him.
This is concerning, but it doesn't really change anything from how we were doing it, though. Do not get me wrong, this is troubling. But we can go in with the knowledge of this now. But I don't really think that this changes what we've been doing or what we need to do.
Hey, maybe we're a little more on edge now, making sure that nothing happens to Yyrin. But it doesn't really change what we've got to do.
Do not get me wrong, Yyrin. I do not want anything bad to happen to you. And I'm not trying to downplay this at all, but it's just, we already knew this was going to be dangerous for us all anyway. What type of danger? The kind of danger that we're facing might be different, but it's no less or no more than it was before. And at least now we might know.
I wasn't trying to make it seem like it would change anything. It doesn't for me. It's just, a lot has been going on and it's hard for me to keep processing what's happening sometimes.
I don't think Void is after Yyrin.
I don't know Void very well, but from my own past, I know that one of the best ways to get what you want is to focus on something you don't particularly care about. diverting attention where you don't want it, or diverting attention away from where you want it to where you don't care if it is kind of a basic tactic for scamming people.
We have bigger things to worry about anyway. We have to get the void shards together. We have to deal with Henry. Keep him alive, keep him hidden. And we have very little time to do this.
We need to find Ophelia and Valanthe. They took the amulet, the casing, and we need that to make sure that we can get the void shards together.
We really need to talk to someone who might actually know something. I think Magus, the High Magus, might be our best bet.
You're probably right. He seems to be in the thick of this.
I agree. This might be our best option. Now, as far as quick transportation goes,
I can still cast Teleportation Circle.
We're
Perfect.
still weak from the fight, though. I mean, that fight with Henry's dragon and Henry himself took a lot out of us.
Let's get something to eat. Take a minute to rest up before we just go running off across the world again.
Oh, I agree.
we need to
Hanthor
keep
is
an
gonna go
ongoing
and
watch on
get
Henry.
food now.
I'm sorry, you guys are talking at the same time. What's Hanthor doing?
Hanthor's gonna get up and go get some food.
Okay.
And what was Dean doing?
I was saying, we need to keep an ongoing watch on Henry.
I agree. Or take him with us.
So, are you guys going to take like a rest, a long, short, or are you just heading to Isis before?
Short rest. That's what I was
I need,
suggesting first.
How about we take a long rest, and then we'll make our way to Isis from there, and in the meantime, those of us who haven't got, or weren't hurt as bad, we can switch out with Los Tornado to look after Henry. Those that need it the most need it the most.
A 6-hour long rest is available if you want to take it over the 8.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Is it the same benefits? Same full?
Same benefits. It's just how things go. I'll
Less
give you
time.
6 hours. Yeah, just save 2 hours.
It's the dungeon rest.
Before we do that, I want to continue off of what Flyr was just saying.
Okay.
I think taking him to Isis with us might be the best bet. If we're going to question what to do about him with Magnus, it would probably be best to have him there.
I agree. Maybe he could shed some light on things like the tattoo.
Yeah, he might be able to give us a little bit more information on it. We can worry about this in the morning, though.
It is the morning.
In the evening,
It's been a long morning, hasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I said that in character in case that wasn't clear.
Indeed.
Alright, it's been decided. Bed. I kind of pet like his head.
Man, she's just demanding it from Flyr now.
Said it in a loving way.
Bed now!
Yeah, yeah, you did.
Me want snoo.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Sorry. Alright, so you guys are taking, are you guys taking a long rest is what we're doing?
It sounds like it, yes.
Alright.
That's what I hear.
So, in the next, everybody just kind of give me a run by what you guys want to do in the next 4 hours. You guys are going to have 6, but, to do stuff if you want to do something else, but...
I mean, I need the full 6 hours
rest.
to recover everything. So
you don't need
I
to
have
sleep, you can just rest if you want.
You just can't do anything strenuous. So like you know, you
no-
could like go around, casually read a book, that kind of stuff, but nothing, no like...
No
Okay.
push-ups.
Okay, I will do that then. I will be in the library, right next to where Henry's being held. "Quote unquote resting."
After breakfast, Hanthor is going to go out to check on the homeless shelter and see how people are doing out there, and probably help feed people for a bit.
Okay.
I want to, if it's not already being done, organize whoever's still around and is capable of doing stuff to collecting anything and everything off the dragon.
Alright. A few of the staff and Myra have come back at this point. They'll help you. They can help you do that. Roll a couple of survival or handle animal, whatever's the best for you. Or sleight of hand. To get to loot the dragon. And I'll just have that carry over to the rest of them.
Okay. I'm not really doing it like super strenuously because I still need the rest, but...
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Sounds good. You'll get about 15. Overall, you'll get 15 black dragon scales that are about the size of your abdomen.
Nice.
Okay. So, Dean, roll me religion.
Religion? Ooh. I am proficient in religion. Not very much.
I'm sorry, that's great.
It's because he said it.
Oh, way to jinx yourself, my friend. Alright, so...
Do I have advantage since it's a family heirloom?
No.
Damn you.
Alright, yeah, you're not really sure about the properties. You've heard of the Dawnbringer in name, but, you didn't expect it to be quite like...
What's it look like exactly? Can you give me a pretty good description of it? Like, what it looks like right now, what the corruption looks like?
There's, like, black splotches over the blade. That looks like it was almost a stain, but it's also looks like it's like part of the steel. And it seems blunted. It's just got like a dark aura about it. All right.
Can I sit outside with Los Tornado and read the book that the lamp gave me?
Yeah, that's fine. All right. After about 4 hours, Hanthor, you get some like a sending spell sent. There's a message in your journal.
Okay, I will whisper you a response.
What's the shield called again?
What shield?
Henry's shield.
It's just a shield.
Oh, it's just a regular shield. Okay.
Yeah. Commander roll intel.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Following up that nat fail with a nat 20.
Right.
She really wanted to know.
Of course you did. All right. Upon skimming and just your collective reading over this time, you've learned that demon blood is corruptive and corrosive, and it generally takes a bit of time to really set. Usually it takes years to have the full corruption. There are tales of ancient times of a demon using their blood to create hosts for their souls. So, for example, usually if a demon dies, their soul goes back to the abyss. Through this tainting process, if they create a new host, their soul can go into the new body immediately without having to go back to the abyss and becoming reborn. Alright, and with that, I'm going to take a 5-minute break because I need to go potty and restock on water. Come back in 5 minutes and we'll pick up with Hanthor.
How ironic I learned this.
You guys had me really worried there for a little bit.
Oh, how so?
I was concerned to kiss about what you guys were gonna do.
What'd you think we were gonna do?
I don't know.
We've been pretty much in camp don't kill Henry the whole time.
I am burdened with glorious knowledge.
Too bad your knowledge is useless.
Cure wounds on self. Mending on my
I
heart.
believe you'll need a lesser restoration for that.
It's okay, I'll just blow my greater restoration and not bring Dean back to a young man.
This doesn't affect me.
Rude.
Hey, I'm so
Well, he's
sorry
only
you
like
can't
50
see us.
something. He can wait another day.
Okay, humans are frail and fragile things. He could keel over at any time.
Yeah? So could you. What's your point?
She meant of old age.
Yeah? So could you. What's your point?
Nah, I'm sorry you can't see us on camera.
I still have hundreds of years left.
That's what you think.
Multiple centuries.
Uh-huh, sure.
So many expressions.
Even if I don't fix my aging.
So, Amanda, how'd you feel about that little reveal right? Like pseudo reveal.
I felt that is very appropriate. Very appropriate and good to know.
But what is it used for? Who knows?
Thank you for the not 20, roll 20.
Roll 20 heard how your real dice went, so it felt sorry on it for you.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
care, not 20, man. Oh, by the way, Nay. Lala said that whenever you do your thing, she wants to come into my room to watch me shed tears.
Okay.
That way she can get a front row seat to it.
Good, then she can tell it to me.
I will.
Good luck in making me cry, by the way.
I'm sure you've already been crying this entire time. Do you want to read the letter that I sent to Dean? Because that'll make you cry.
Made Isaac.
Yeah, too bad you didn't see it.
Isaac almost made me cry, and it wasn't even about me.
Alright. Is Chris here?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, by the way,
I'm
god
back.
damn it, Dean.
What?
What are you talking about?
Second
These
time
are
I've heard
what
that
I
today.
stuff.
What did I do? What I do?
You're
You
making
did
everybody.
everything right.
You're making everybody emotional.
What I do?
You did everything
I
right.
don't know what you're talking about.
That's what Amanda said. You did.
You did everything right.
Dean's the fuck up of the family.
I'm over here having all the feels.
I had ammunition, and then you just took it away, and I
No.
can't be mad at you.
That's
No,
what
you see-
happened to me!
No. Okay, look. Dean didn't do anything. You can thank Ophelia for how Dean is acting like right now. Because of Ophelia's failsafe,
He feels bad.
he's in determination mode right now.
I
All the
know,
feels, man. All the feels.
and I'm proud of you. It was just a goddamn it because I couldn't be mad at you.
That is how this whole
after
thing
your little
started.
spill.
That is how goddammit Dean started, was because he reacted perfectly. They could not be mad at him anymore.
Alright, so we're going to jump back into the game. Alright. Ophelia, you get the name of a tavern in your head.
Okay,
What's your back?
we're going to get somebody at the Enclave that can send us there.
So now, you can have one of the sorcerers teleportation circle you to Oakhaven.
Yeah, that's the plan. And then we're
Right.
just going to be set up like we told you we would.
All right. So the girl, so Valanthe and Ophelia, you go find somebody to teleport you over. Hanthor, you reach the Stumbling Bear Tavern.
Before I leave, I am going to let Flyr know where I'm going.
All right. He's gonna go meet Ophelia and Valanthe at the Stumbling Bear Tavern in Oakhaven.
Try not to fireball them.
You know, I would find that very difficult to pull off. I think I would be the most surprised of anyone if that happened.
Then it's the most, and it seems like the most likely thing to happen.
Lord. All right. So, Hanthor, you make. You arrive there first, and you sit back. You have some ale. After a few moments, you see Valanthe and Ophelia walk in.
It would just be me.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
thought it
say.
was Valanthe. I'm sorry, I
Remember?
misunderstood your guys' intention. It's been about a week, so sorry.
No, it's just me.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you see just Ophelia enter the tavern.
Does he
But
recognize
unlike,
me?
well, I was about to do that. As you see her enter, you recognize the robes and like the shield and like the look, but she looks pretty different. For one, her hair is no longer black and blonde; it is platinum white, and she no longer bears the black scar on her face. She has an air of radiance about her as she walks towards you.
Did you do something different?
1 second, Danae is crying, crying with laughter. I can hear her from the other side.
Yeah, 'cause she got fucking cured without me. Bitch.
Alright, pause for a moment while Danae catches.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Isaac killed me.
Damn it, Dean!
Okay. I'm good. I am good.
Ooh, I'm so mad right now. You have no idea. Oh. Oh, hi Lola.
I'm coming back.
Is she having computer problems?
Yeah. And action.
I'm gonna go ahead and get beer for each of us, and then take a table.
Alright, you get a beer and you have a table.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you said earlier?
As you come up towards Hanthor, he's gonna look at you and be like, "There's something different about you. Did you change something?"
I have found peace. It does wonders.
Alright, let's talk then. I'll go ahead and take a seat.
I'll sit down too. How is everyone doing after what happened?
Tensions are high. Dean seems remorseful, but it's tense still.
Well, that's comforting to hear, anyway. Dean is the one that I was most worried about. It's actually why I wanted to meet you alone. I was a little afraid that he might attack on sight after what happened.
No, he's had enough time to calm his head, cool down a bit. He's looking after Henry.
Good. Is there any reason why Valanthe and I may not be welcome back?
Well, I'd like an explanation a bit more from both of you. Why you just ran off. What exactly that was all about.
That is fair. Valanthe, she sees the world differently than the rest of us do. And she couldn't quite understand at the time why people were reacting the way they were, why nobody was understanding her. And it was made very clear to her in her mind that she wasn't welcome among the group, that she wasn't part of the group. And so she wasn't going to stick around to find out what everyone did with her. And to be quite honest, my emotions got a bit away from me as well. And I needed the time to cool off. So we went to her enclave.
I can see how she would feel a bit excluded after Dean's reaction.
It's not just Dean's reaction. She feels that every time she's tried to reach out to the group, to participate and be part of the group, that she's been brushed aside and ignored. Or, in some instances, been called outright a liar, and that she was seeing things. I think that's probably what has gotten to her most.
Well, I think we wouldn't be here without her. She's been an indispensable help, and I do see her now as part of our group. You too, Ophelia.
I'm sure she will be happy to hear that. I don't know if she has it within herself to put herself out and try and reach out to the group again, but I hope that she will remain receptive if the rest of you try. I really do hope that we will be able to continue working together. There's so much knowledge that we were able to gain while we were gone.
We've got some things to share with you as well. Is Valanthe around?
She's nearby. I wasn't sure how emotions would be, and I didn't want her presence to conflict with anything that you, or if somebody came with you, anyone else was feeling. I thought it best to try and avoid another incident like in the temple.
A wise move. I was able to get some context, so I understand where Valanthe was coming from. I don't think that she went about things in the best way, but she has always, from what I've seen, favored the direct approach.
Yes, that is definitely Valanthe. And she does see the error of her ways as well. She knows that what she did, how she did it, it wasn't the right way to do it. She got lost with no one to turn to, and thinking that it was her father reaching out to her.
I understand that. It's not easy being a dwarf out by yourself. Everyone else towering over you. I felt a little alone myself, time to time. But I've got good people around me, even though they might not be dwarves.
Aww.
You are a good person, Hanthor, and you always remain reasonable. One day, you'll make a great king.
If I'm being honest, I really hope that day never comes.
Well, if you get your wish, then at the very least you will make a great advisor to the king.
We'll see. I'd like to explain what we've learned, but I don't want to have to explain myself twice to you and Valanthe. Do you think you could grab her?
What are you gonna do? Are you whispering, Lala?
Yeah, just real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just expecting Valanthe to pop out of Ophelia's pocket at any second now.
Okay, I am going to stand up and make a little bit of room in front of me, and then I'm going to activate the necklace that I'm wearing.
Alright. You see Ophelia clutch what looks like a small blue stone with a red like mark on the top. As she does, she like clutches it and it starts to glow purple for a moment. Then all of a sudden, there's a burst of energy and you see Valanthe just pop out of said necklace. And so Valanthe is now in the room.
Well, Isaac, I guess you were right.
Ayo.
What, can't say I was expecting that.
It's always better if I stay close.
I understand. I mean, I was expecting you to be one of these flies buzzing around or something.
Well, depending on who you brought with you, that would possibly be something that could have gotten us in trouble.
You asked for me to come alone. I trust you, so I did.
I wasn't sure whether or not the others would let you come alone. I trusted you to keep up that end. Wasn't sure whether or not to trust them.
We need to be able to trust each other.
I wholeheartedly agree.
This is the end of the world. Damn well could be. We need to be able to trust each other.
I agree, and I think I've discovered our weapon to help us stop this.
When the feudal Satsuma Empire from the mainland invaded Okinawa in 1609,
We need to be able to know that we've got everything under control. It seems like you've been keeping information to yourself, and I can understand why, but time is past to keep secrets.
Some things I have kept to myself. They have been mostly personal things that at least both Valanthe and Dean have known all of my secrets. Really, I think the only thing that the rest of you didn't know about was my brother. This other information that I have now, it's something that I discovered while Valanthe and I were at the Enclave. This is the first chance I've had to share it.
We have learned more about the sleeper. And the sleeper's information gave us the ability to stop the portals.
I've learned a bit about the sleeper myself. I wouldn't say that you need to tell me immediately. Like I said, I don't want to necessarily have to repeat things myself. I wouldn't want to make you. But well, what I can tell you is I looked into Henry's head, and I found that it looks like the sleeper that Bellicor's trying to bring back is none other than the Platinum Dragon himself.
The god Bahamut.
Aye.
I'm gonna look at Valanthe with a little bit of a question.
As in reference to?
As in, this is your information on whether or not to give? Giving you the lead?
I think you're right, Hanthor. We're holding too many secrets, and this is not something that needs to be repeated here with others to hear.
You're right. Let's head back to the house. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish my ale.
Before we go, you made a comment that we're keeping too many secrets. So let me ask you, because I've been holding a secret Ophelia knows. Am I just supposed to reveal to the group that Void is appearing now at the mansion? You think Yyrin would handle that well? As chaotic as things have been so far?
I wish I could say I was surprised about hearing that. But it is exactly that type of information that we need to know as soon as you learn it. Because if our enemies are in our home, then what safe space do we have?
Our home was never safe, though. It was our enemy's home to begin with. And we know Cyril was connected to Void. Or at least to the demon portals. So Void showing up never surprised me. I just don't think Yyrin is ready to hear that Void is out taunting now. He waited until somebody saw him, and then he left. That seems to be his type of thing.
Terrifying logic when attacks the weak point.
We have to tell her.
All I know how to do in this situation, by the way, is
And we have to increase whatever defenses we can on this mansion. We have to have some sort of something or other we can do to keep unwanted entities out.
I agree. And I will be the first to admit that what happened before, everything combined, and I did not handle it well. But I never meant to hide that from anybody. Just other things got in the way.
I understand. I know how it can be when you think you hit one thing, you think you know what the right course of action is. I know what it's like when it seems like everyone is against you, telling you not to do what you know is the right thing. But be able to take the time and talk about things, especially things as big as that. Especially matters of life and death.
I agree.
Are you ready to return?
I am. Ophelia.
Of course.
When we get in, I'll let everyone know that you've arrived. Just in case things haven't quite calmed down as much as I think they have.
I think that's an excellent idea.
All right.
So does this mean people will finally listen to Flyr about it being the end of the world?
Well, they
No.
know it's the end of the world. They just don't want Flyr to talk
No.
about it.
Nope.
Flyr's been saying the whole time, get your heads out of your asses and let's save the goddamn world.
Still ignoring him.
Yup.
Yeah, Flyr's
Hilariously.
basically got that Cassandra complex. He tells the future,
Hilariously.
but no one believes him.
Hilariously, as of now, Roleplay has said you must start listening to Flyr.
Oh, you have no idea.
It just
No
happens to coincide with what Flyr has been saying.
Because Flyr is right. Flyr is always right.
God, I love this group.
You said there's almost 2 feet of holy water left, right? That's enough to drown a man.
Less than a
Let's
foot.
let's see if the holy water lets me drown.
You only need, like, a teaspoon to drown a person.
That would be a good science experiment. We should do that for science. Our glorious leader is getting water. He is never coming back. He is testing that theory. Love you.
Man, and Corey was saying he wouldn't have to do very much.
Alright, I'm back. So, you guys all make your way back to the mansion. At this is there anything that you guys else wanted to be doing while they were having their chat?
I would just still be examining the sword. Can I do another check?
Yeah, go ahead, do another religion.
Now that the shock is worn off.
I was hoping for that nat 1. Was there anybody else?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Fuck you guys.
We love you.
Alright, so Hanthor, Valanthe, and Ophelia, you make your way back to the mansion. You see that some of the... Oh shit, sorry. Forgot about... sword... You know that it's corrupt. Basically, it's corrupted, and it'll take some great magical energy to restore it. A lot of cleansing power. but you feel like it can be saved.
You can continue. I'll whisper you about it.
Alright, Yyrin and Flyr, you doing anything?
No.
Just chilling.
Okay. So, Valanthe, Ophelia, or you all make your way back. The housing staff, the servants and whatnot, they seem to be mulling about picking up some of the damaged wood and metal, just some of the debris. You see, at this point, quite a few of the homeless have started, like, dissecting the dragon carcass, harvesting scales into large bags, and harvesting some of the meat. A lot of it is going bad rather quickly, as the acid is starting to decompose from the inside now that the dragon is in fact dead.
Oh, careful with that there. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Oh, it's okay. We've been doing this for a little while. We've only burned some flesh. It's not too bad. They wave at you as you make your way towards the front hole where the door once was.
Alright, ladies, I'll go get the rest of the party. Just stay out here and I guess make sure nobody gets hurt tending to that dragon. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside then.
Alright, you head in. How are you going to contact them? Are you going to use your Yyrin? Are you going to just search for him?
I'm gonna just kind of look around. I'm gonna look for Flyr where he was before.
Even I don't know where I was before.
You're out
I think you
harvesting the dragon.
Yeah, but he went back. I think you're just essentially in your room right now, just rest.
Yeah, probably something like that.
So you go and knock on Flyr's door.
I'll open up the door.
Alright. You knock on Flyr's door and it opens and there's Yyrin!
Oh, good. I don't have to go looking for you. The elves have returned.
What? Ophelia and Val?
Hey, they're up front. Do you know where Dean is?
I thought I last saw him over by where they were keeping Henry, but I'm not sure. It's been a while.
Alright, I'll see if I can find him.
I'm gonna let Flyr know that Val and Ophelia are back, and then I'm gonna quickly head out.
Okay. I shall head out too.
Alright, where'd you say to meet?
I told him they're out front.
Alright.
Yeah, he left us
So the
outside.
other... Okay. So, the two of them head out. Hanthor, you're looking for... he's not in his room, he's not where Henry was. can't quite seem to find him.
I'm going to check on Henry as well to see that he's being taken care of in a humane manner.
You see that he is tied up still, but Los Tornado now has a like a ink pen, and is drawing on his face like a Jigglypuff. And Henry's got like a gag in his mouth, and he's just struggling against it. And Los Tornado's just not giving a fuck.
Alright, well, so long as he's still alive. Well, I guess, I'm just gonna start looking all the way around the, around this place for Dean. Go downstairs, see if he's there.
He's downstairs. You see Dean. Isaac, do you have that spell? And whatnot that you wanted to do?
Which one would it be?
Create food and water, or to create water.
I should, yes. Okay, hold on.
So yeah, it's a first level spell, create or destroy water. How many times are you casting it?
Hold on. Probably just once. I know I added it. I'm just having trouble getting all my spells to show up for some reason.
Sorry.
So create or destroy water is a first level spell. Create food or water, which is on the Paladin list, is a third level spell.
How much of that?
Yeah. Like Druids and Clerics get create or destroy water at first level.
Right. Alright, so it's 30 gallons of water. So, you managed to raise it up a little bit more, but not super substantially. But enough to dip the sword in.
Yeah, I heard you.
Alright, well, alright, so, what are you doing? Are you doing anything else?
No. I'm just gonna leave it in there if nothing has actually happened yet.
Alright, so yeah, you put the sword in. Hanthor, you come down and see Dean looking over the pool of water that seems to have a little bit more water in it now. And you see the sword Henry was using is in there.
Dean, here we are. The elves have returned. Ophelia and Valanthe. They're waiting out front. Apparently, Valanthe has learned something that's very important for us to hear. What are you doing down here? Is that the sword? Is it corrupted? Same kind of thing that your brother had. We're gonna have some, like, demon blood flying off of that.
No, it's actually the Dawnbringer. It belonged to Brazik.
Can I roll a history check about that?
Yeah, go. It's a fancy paladin sword. Yeah, you haven't really like heard of it before. For all you know, Dean just
It's
kind of
alright.
made it.
In a couple levels, I'll get legend lore, and then that will be the best kind of thing to use here.
All right.
But, hey, I've heard of that before. That is exactly what Dean just said.
All right.
Oh, alright, well, if you'd like to come upstairs.
Yes, let's not waste any more time.
And I'll kind of go at a quick pace past Hanthor.
All right. So you guys all make your way up to like the foyer where the elves are at the entrance. Yyrin and Flyr, you guys get there first.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm the one standing in the doorway, kind of in front of Valanthe.
As I see her. Ophelia?
I'm gonna wave.
Give
Hello.
her a... Is that you? No, like get in her face, kind of look at her hair.
I think I'm me.
I poke her cheek, kind of like trying to examine her face. I'm like, you have her voice.
This is payback for trying to climb down your throat, isn't it?
Take both cheeks and kind of pull a little bit. It's definitely not a mask. I guess it is you.
I'm gonna laugh. I suppose that my appearance has changed quite a bit.
Valanthe is
I'm gonna give
definitely
her-
snickering.
I'm gonna smile at both of them and like like give them like a huge glomp hug.
All right.
I'm a hug back.
You get a big. Oh.
I pat shoulder.
Guys, I thought you were gone for good.
We still have a world to save, and this group, this family that we're forging, it's our best chance.
Finally, somebody gets it.
That was in character, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to laugh. Yes, we are definitely making a family.
Oh, I don't care about that so much. My family, well, I'm not gonna touch that subject right now. But to save the world, finally.
Oh, come on, Flyr, don't act like you're not glad to see them too.
Look, everybody makes mistakes. If I hated people over their mistakes, well, I'd be worse off than Henry right now. But it is good that you're back, without us having to do anything.
You sound like you would make a great acolyte of Mishakal.
Whatever.
What he means to say is that he missed you very much.
I won't go that far.
as you guys say this, Dean and Hanthor come around the corner. Dean, you see Dean. You see Ophelia Valanthe at the far end of the foyer. Yyrin and Flyr is there. Dean, when you come around the corner, you see Ophelia has the platinum white hair, and the scar on her face is gone. She has like that a bit of an aura, radiant aura about her slightly. Ophelia, as they come around the letter, you immediately see Dean's got a piece of paper clutched in his hand.
I'm gonna stare at it a moment before I look back at them.
He stares at you creepily.
Well, I guess we've all had time to cool off, it would seem. I think we don't really have much time to waste. Do we want to gather someplace we can sit?
Hey, I guess it's back to the dining room then. Only place with enough chairs for all of us.
Yeah, we really need to get some big. Really need to set up a big, comfy sitting room.
Hey, we'll get a table made in the shape of the continent and be able to move things around on it and have proper discussions of tactics.
A war table.
I like it.
All right, as you guys all kind of start to make your way towards the dining room, Dean, you kind of motion to stop Ophelia for a moment.
It's okay because that's exactly what I was going to do. I'm gonna make sure that I motion to Valanthe to go ahead and go before us without waiting.
I will go reluctantly.
All right, so you guys make your way there and continue.
Dean's gonna raise the letter and put it in front of Ophelia as if to hand it to her.
Ophelia, you recognize it.
I am just going to stare at it for a moment. I suppose that is fair. I did leave without saying anything.
Some more tears are going to be going down Dean's face. His lips are going to start to stammer a little bit, trying to struggle to talk.
I am going to reach out and place my hand on his cheek. It's all right, Dean. We all stumble, we all struggle. We all get back up.
Please forgive me.
Of course. It's what those of us of Mishakal do.
I'm gonna immediately, like, jump at her and hug her tightly. I never meant to hurt you.
I believe that. It certainly doesn't change that it did happen, but you're still young, Dean. You're still learning, and I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have put so much pressure on you.
Huh. Still young. I'm gonna kind of take a step back and rub my face a little bit. I think you forget who I am now. Seems you've certainly changed. I can feel a strong glow about you. Did you do it?
For so long, ever since I joined this group, I've been praying to the gods for one thing or another. At first, it was to create that stone that we used to calm down Grak. And after that, I've been trying to clear the corruption from your soul, put yours back together. When I left, I was so lost and angry and hurt. I had such a deep-seated hatred for you that when I prayed to the gods, I didn't know what to pray for. So I prayed for guidance. And they gave it to me. I see things so much clearer now. It wasn't right for me to put all of my faith in the light on you. My darkness should have been my burden to carry, not yours. It wasn't fair for me to hold you to such a high standard, to lean and push all of my hopes on you. It's not something that you should have had to bear, on top of your own burdens. A drowning man cannot save someone else who is also drowning. They just pull each other under the water quicker. My past is no longer pulling on me, thanks to the gods.
Have you talked to them?
Not to the gods directly, but they sent me to Luce. I got to see him again, and I was reminded about the person I was when I first left Koros. The reason why I left, and the reason why I started this whole journey in the first place. I remembered the core of who I am.
I guess we both had a strong sense of realization while we were apart then. You know, that letter means a lot to me.
It made me realize what I'm actually doing here. What we're all trying to do. As a family. It wasn't right for me to try and attack Valanthe. I hope she forgives me for that. But honestly, I don't expect her to. But your words, it honestly stopped me from falling back into that darkness I was once at. I felt broken, and that letter pieced me back together. It was your kind words that pushed me back into where I am. I hope that I can truly guide us into saving this world. And I have you to thank for that. Not the gods. Just you.
Don't try and take everything upon yourself, Dean. I know... I understand the struggle you've had because of your family's past. This weight doesn't have to be yours to bear. As I said, I'm no longer drowning. Let me be the one,
You know,
that is the pillar to be leaned on. Let me give the support that is my duty to give.
you know, Yyrin's not the only one who's told me that I needed to be a leader. Do you remember Ilsalindar? The angel that I killed.
The angel that there is an altar for in the temple. I remember.
He had also told me that I'm here for a great purpose. That I am meant to be a leader to this group. I had never really taken that seriously until quite recently. I'm not trying to take it as a burden upon myself. As we are a family. And as Flyr has tried to tell us several times, we need to trust each other. I can't do this alone. I know this now. I need all of you. Every single one of you. What's done is done. I hope that Valanthe can truly forgive me, so we can trust each other as a whole.
Maybe.
Because if we can't, I'm not sure what's going to happen to this world.
I think Valanthe will surprise you. She understands why you reacted the way you did. She understands that she was also wrong in this. I think if you reach out to her, I think she'll be receptive. she's just had so many times that the group has spurned her that I think it will take you reaching out to her.
I will certainly take your advice to heart. We shouldn't keep the others waiting.
Yes. I'm going to grab his hand and lead him to the dining room.
Now, Kith.
Amanda?
Do it.
That sounded like something Amanda would say.
Wait, what?
No, honestly, I would say just, redirect yourselves into a nearby room, but, for the sake of story.
Okay, wow.
We're too holy to get it on.
Yeah. Clearly, thy is holier than thou.
Wow.
Anyway.
Oh, wait, one last thing before we go. Dean, would you like me to fix your age? Try and get you back to normal?
Wait. You can do that?
I mean, I don't know if it will work since it was brought on by the shard, but I do know magic that in similar cases of magical aging does reverse the effects.
Huh. Well, I suppose it's worth a shot if you're willing to give it a try.
I'll put my hand back on his cheek and cast Greater Restoration.
Alright. Dean, you feel Ophelia place her hands on you, and as thus you feel a warm sensation followed by a sudden cooling sensation as you feel your skin smooth out, and you return to your actual age. You no longer have old man Dean voice.
There, that's better.
I'm gonna feel my face.
Feels like young, smooth. Your voice isn't all hoarse.
Do I still have my glorious beard?
Of course. It's just not gray.
I love how that's what he was worried about.
I mean, as he should be.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Ophelia.
Of course.
It's, quite a different feeling, being that age. Certainly not looking forward to it.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Suppose it must be quite different for you elves, I suppose.
When you live for centuries. Anyway, let's not keep the others waiting. And now I will grab his hand and lead him to the dining room.
Alright. You all sit for a moment, realizing that Dean and Ophelia aren't there, and then a few moments later they come in.
While we're waiting for them, Hanthor's going to get out some food for everybody.
Okay.
Ah, excellent.
Is it the super bland food that I made downstairs?
No? It's whatever's in the kitchen.
Okay. There you go.
He has more
There's some
sense
nice
than that.
fruit and some leftover turkey.
When I come in the room, I would like to go for the turkey.
Alright, Ian makes a beeline straight for the turkey.
Oh, good. Dean's back.
I'm gonna look at
Ophelia
Ophelia.
enters the room.
Take it things went okay?
Yes, everything is good.
Wait, Dean, is there something different about you?
Hold on.
At least it's
I
not
believe
just me.
he's not, old.
Sorry. I suddenly felt quite hungry.
You know, between Ophelia's hair, your age, and Flyr turning blue, nothing surprises me anymore.
These things happen.
In a world of magic.
Muri fixed that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the room and see where Valanthe is.
Valanthe, where would you want to sit?
Near the door, next to Ophelia.
Okay. So she's actually near the entrance of the room.
Okay, I would like to, slowly walk up to Valanthe and, put my hand in a fist over my chest and take a knee and, bow at her.
I am truly sorry for the mistakes that I have made. I hope that you can forgive me.
Mistakes were made all around. There's nothing to forgive. You had the right to your reaction. I understand more than you think.
I'm gonna stand up after she said that and put my hand out in front of you, trying to shake your hand.
Then let us put us past this.
I'm gonna take and shake the hand.
Are you gonna do like really awkward,
With the wrong
like,
hand.
you know, like grab a finger?
I wanna full on, like, if she's, like, doing a whole, like, dainty thing, then I'm full on, like, grabbing her wrist and, like, trying to, like, sternly shake her hand in a Paladin oath of honor type of thing.
Dean? This is all very touching, but try not to break her arm.
Oh, sorry. This young age is hard to get used to again.
It's okay.
Right. Where were we?
I'm gonna walk to the head of the table.
I'm glad to see that you two are getting along. I believe Valanthe had some information that she wanted to share with us.
The first thing I think everybody should know is before everything happened, Void was here doing his Void thing. He gestured to slicing his throat and then disappeared.
I'm sure Void's been here more than once. It's not like we've done anything to keep him from being here.
That might be something we should look into changing.
I'm surprised that you hadn't put in some barriers to him just popping in.
There are plenty of barriers down in the temple. I made sure that area was safe and warded.
I can't really help much there. My magic's a little more random than that.
I can make a wall, but that's about all I can do.
Unfortunately, we haven't had all the time here necessary to do such sort of preparations for the whole grounds.
I'm remaining quiet and not saying the damn word.
Oh, good. You know your place.
But that's secondary to slightly more at-hand tasks.
I think
Yes, there is more you need to know. Go ahead, Nay.
I think probably the most important information is that I discovered a weapon that utilizes the Void Gem and the Eternity Gem and can permanently destroy the demon portals.
That sounds
What?
very convenient.
Well, do you know its name? What it can be found?
That is the difficult part. We will need to go down to Treetop Town and find us a master tinker to build it. I have schematics that I received from the Tome of Archimedes, but it requires a master builder.
Which means we would need more time, which we don't have.
Well, I am not exactly skilled in this area, so I don't know how long it would take for them to build something. If we can get down there today, then we can get them started on it as soon as possible, and hopefully it will be ready by the equinox.
Henry is still alive. We need to figure out what to do with him.
Before we left, the destruction of the demon blood seemed to be doing well.
Yeah, that's definitely an option, but
I
we don't really have all necessary components.
I can provide as much holy fire as we need, if we can continue pulling it out. If that means we have to do it in smaller quantities, then so be it. I think that that plan that you and Hanthor came up with is probably our best bet of cleansing him of it.
And can either of you read Infernal?
I can. I can read all of the divine languages. Infernal, Abyssal, Celestial. Did you find something?
He has a tattoo, but I can only read Abyssal. And it's written in both Infernal and Abyssal. And I'm pretty sure it's not necessarily a good thing.
With those two languages, it couldn't be. I'll have a look at him, see what I can decipher.
Also, if we can find Miri, I have the shard casing, so we can put the shards back together. And I'm gonna lay the casing on the table.
They, I believe, went down to the demon portal to, with air quotes, help.
She had said she'd stick around for a little bit before, but she might have moved on then.
I'm gonna pull out the book and I want to do a quick scan to see if I can find the spell that she needed.
I can't remember. Did you guys got it right?
I thought so.
I didn't get the actual spell, but the book said to give it time and it would give it to me. I figure I've been touched by divine light.
Alright, it doesn't seem to have new stuff. Not yet.
Okay. I
Wow.
will place it back in my bag then. It seems that we are still short on the spell that we need in order to reforge the Void Gem anyway. So she can probably have her time fighting demons.
What about Magus? Surely he knows the spell.
And that's where we were headed anyway. He's got the other gem.
My only concern is that Miri seemed to imply that it had to be her specifically. Something to do with because of the casing. But High Magus Magnus has read the entirety of the book, so since the spell is in there, he would know it.
Seems like we gotta be at 3 places one time.
I think most importantly is getting a tinker started on the weapon as soon as possible.
That sounds good.
How are we gonna
How
get
long
there?
could it... Exactly, how long could it take us to get there? We only have a little over 3 days.
Well, unless... Have any of you ever been down that way?
Unfortunately, no.
I mean, does it have to be down there? The dwarves have excellent smiths. And we've all been to Kazaramar.
Do I think that a dwarven smith would be good enough to complete this tinker task? Oh, great and powerful DM.
Smiths are different from tinkerers. Tinkerers build like, contraptions like physics, boomstick, They engineer weapons.
I got it.
Yeah, smiths make like armor and like sturdy.
Judging by these schematics, I think it requires a more delicate touch than dwarves are used to giving. Very intricate and small detail. Something better suited for tiny halfling hands.
Again, how long would it take us to get there?
If nobody has been there, so we can't scry on it, Valanthe and I spoke about this a little bit. She does have a spell that could greatly increase our speed in getting there. She would basically be turning us into clouds, and we could travel much faster over land to reach our destination.
I'm sorry. Did you just say a cloud?
Yes. Valanthe would be able to explain it better.
Sounds like fun.
I don't know how my stomach feels about this.
Well, it'd be clouds, so it wouldn't really make much of a difference.
What if we get split up? I mean, different winds.
We would be in control of the direction we float in, I believe. Looking at Valanthe.
Yeah.
It would be similar to, say, Flyr's fly spell, but it would last longer.
Worth a shot? As much as I hate heights.
Well, you can walk along the ground on it.
Theoretically, the higher up we are, the faster it is, isn't it?
Theoretically.
Well, planes just have to go high so they have less wind resistance, which allows them to go faster. Since this is just giving us a 300-foot fly speed and effectively a 600-foot fly speed, because the only thing we can do is dash, we just go as fast as high as we want.
Thank you, science side of D&D.
I mean, however, we will probably want to be up a little bit because, mountains are a thing.
Generally.
And, possible mystical creatures that could be also flying in the air. Because, we now know that dragons are still a thing.
Dragons aren't common, though.
Oh yeah, dragons.
Yeah, we've only met 2.
It's common enough for me.
Really, it's 1.5. The other
Okay,
one wasn't,
well,
like,
the Shadow
fully
Dragon.
solid.
Shadow Dragon is close enough to dragon for Flyr.
I still have Shadow Dragon
that's
scales.
fair enough.
Scary. Should be called Nightmare Dragon. Jesus, that thing is terrifying.
I think I have some too. And I have this other dragon scales.
I'm pretty sure I sold mine for like several thousand gold.
I believe you did. Anyway, so is that our next course of action then?
Find out what Henry's tattoo says and head down to get this weapon made?
Yes.
Oh shit. I just remembered something.
Yes. I'm sorry, what was the name of this place we're going? This is
Treetop
Jason
Town.
forgetting names.
Treetop
Yes.
Town or Tinker Town, it's the same thing.
Is this closer to Isis or further?
It's halfway.
Okay.
It's literally the bottom. It's the middle bottom of the continent.
This sounds like a good plan. Course of action.
All right, let's do it.
And we still need to check out Shirai's magic book.
Sent you a copy of the map on Facebook.
That was Flyr asking, because Flyr doesn't know geography.
No, I know. I'm just saying this is just so you can see where it is. As Jason, so you can see where it is.
So start the task with the Tinker down there. Head to Isis and meet with the High Magus. And we'll see where we go from there.
I like it. It's
Well,
a plan that sends us in the course of saving the world.
Would it be faster to split up?
You know, to be perfectly honest, it might be faster, but we haven't had the greatest of luck splitting up.
It is definitely more dangerous.
I just worry about leaving Henry here.
Where is he?
Ah, let's go check on him.
He's on the eastern side of the mansion, being watched over by those tornadoes.
Oh, well then he's in excellent hands there. So long as he doesn't do anything unjustice worthy.
Ophelia, you and I both know we can't underestimate this man.
He's got a point. I mean, who really knows what this tornado's capable of?
All
Flyr says
jokes
with a
aside.
grin.
All jokes aside, this man did fight us with a dragon.
Well, let me see what his tattoo says, and let's see how far we can get with the cleansing before we absolutely have to head out. Or at least let's see if we can figure out how long it would take. And maybe we can set up some precautions in the meantime.
Okay, I'll lead you over to him. I'm gonna hop up and put, you know the hunter's mark arrow? I'm gonna put that over my head.
Alright.
Give me just 1 second to stop by my room for something. Since my room is literally right here.
I'm fine, hurry. This only lasts a minute.
I'd like to follow Ophelia so I can ask her something.
I just want to go and check to see if I got any of my letters back. If there's anything waiting for me.
A C, B, and H.
You didn't get. You got a message back from your pop. We can go over that a little later.
Okay. I'm gonna just tuck it into my robes right now and go to do the important stuff.
I guess I'll just be waiting for you outside your room.
Alright. So you make your way there. Los Tornado is currently sitting there, asleep on the other bed, in the room, on the other bedroom, while Minstrel sits there and boredly watches Henry, who seems to be passed out.
Okay, so on the way to that room.
Ophelia, I managed to take Henry's sword off of him. It appears that it's Dawnbringer, the sword that belonged to Brazik when he was in the Concord. But it's extremely corrupt. It's downstairs in the temple's pool of holy water right now. I thought that maybe bathing it in it might cleanse some of the corruption. But now that you're back, maybe you might have a better idea.
Let's go take a look at it after I see Henry.
Right. No rush there, really. Just thought I'd mention it.
Okay, so going into Henry's room.
Sure.
When we get there, I remove the arrow.
Okay.
Can we get in?
Hanthor will let everyone in.
What'd you say?
Hanthor will let everyone in to the room.
Yeah, so you get in, and like I said, napping and stuff. So you go up there, are you going to read the tattoos?
Yes, I would like to, as delicately and unintrusively, examine his body.
I'll stand closely next to her.
Oh, sure.
Kind of next to Henry's head.
Delicate and unintrusive on ham.
My spear's gonna be out during this process.
Alright. As you read, Ophelia, it basically it says that when my blood washes upon the ground, so shall my destiny be set. And it goes to talk about.
So shall my destiny be set?
Yes, and then it says, my soul will return. My soul will return to my father, and I'll be prepare for the chosen. Sorry, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So he's talking about. So he says, and I will be prepared for the chosen. That's what it says. Sorry.
I read Infernal. Was that part in Abyssal or Infernal?
Um,
The
that
part
would
about the
be,
chosen.
Um, yeah, that would be abyssal. No, infernal. Sorry.
Okay.
The one that Jason didn't have.
Okay.
Well, it definitely looks like we were right in our original thoughts. It says, and I'm going to trace the words as I read them aloud. When my blood washes upon the ground, so shall my destiny be set. My soul will return to my Father, and I will be prepared for the chosen.
Hey, that does not sound like something we want to have happen.
Not particularly, no.
I feel like we may need to take extra precautions as well for Dean. Although Henry's blood is corrupted by the demon blood, the base they still share.
What are you trying to say? That whatever's inside of him could transfer over to me?
I think that it means we should be extra vigilant that nothing happens to you. If this means the corrupted demon blood, then we destroy it and it's not an issue. But if this has to do specifically with Brazik's blood, it means either of you could be the key.
You know, I don't disagree with you. But I'm really gonna hope that that's not the case because Dean's already died.
But he was brought back. If he dies again, there will be no bringing back.
This is why we need your eyes book.
Knowing what we know, do we want to continue and try and cleanse the demon blood from him?
It does seem to weaken him. Even if we don't fully cleanse him, at the very least we would weaken him.
We still want to try and save him.
So
I
is
will go
everybody
with
in the
Dean.
room right now? Just so I know, is everybody in the room looking at this?
I am.
I believe so.
Yes.
You're in there too? Just so I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Suddenly Henry explodes!
Okay.
GG, y'all.
I was gonna say
what was
Ophelia's
Flyr gonna
there, so
say?
Valanthe's there.
Flyr was gonna say something.
I just said that's why we need Sure Eyes book.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something after that. I thought I heard
Oh,
something Dean.
yeah. I'll go with what Dean wants to do.
Well,
the sounds of things, killing him is a bad thing. So I think our best option is trying to cleanse whatever demonic influence he has inside of him.
Then do we want to bring him back into the temple?
Yes, but let me go get the sword first. I don't want him trying to grab it or anything.
I'll go with you to take a look at it.
I'm gonna head out of the room, I guess, towards the temple.
Okay.
Following.
Alright, you guys head out towards the temple. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna stay in the room.
Okay.
I'll stay in the room too.
I'm gonna go into the library.
Alright, you head into the library. What are you doing in the library?
Just sitting in there.
Okay. Alright, Ophelia, you head down to the actually, let's take a really quick 5-minute break. Things have been pretty heavy. Let's go to the bathroom, let's get the water and whatnot.
I am in favor of this. I shall be back.
Alright.
Okay,
Alright, so be
Yeah.
back around 7:25.
I'll be back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, I'm back. Are we still waiting on people?
The main people, I'm assuming.
Okay.
But I'm like 90% sure this is I promise this time I won't forget about my otter pop.
So,
I'll likely store it.
Yeah.
Oh. We'll see. It's been so long since I've had anything banana that I can't tell if this is banana or pina colada.
what's up,
Pina
Victor?
colada.
Probably, but the packs that we get have both.
It's always pina colada.
Do you like penis colada?
There had to have been a banana one in one of the previous ones we got because it made Corey sick.
And getting cum on your face.
What?
I was singing a song, but they cut me off. So I was saying, do you like penis colada? And getting cum on your face.
So we're heading back down to the temple. Ophelia and Dean, we're gonna go check out Dawnbringer, correct?
Duh.
You make your way down to the temple. Ophelia, you notice that the water is lessened. I mean, there's more water than when you left, but you can tell innately that it's not it's like not all holy water. In the bottom, sitting in the still water, you can see the corrupted Dawnbringer.
I would like to walk up to it and touch it. See if it reacts at all, see if I notice anything.
You reach down, the water ripples around you a little bit as you dip into the water. As you touch it, nothing really, not much happens, but you do feel a dark aura about it as you touch it. It's not harmful, it's not trying to like take you over or anything, but you feel evil about the sword.
Well, I don't think we have enough time to properly refill this pool. After all, it took the both of us working together almost an entire day to be able to turn enough water into holy water. Right now, what's left is very diluted. I don't know that any holy water we can make would be strong enough anyway in order to cleanse as much as this thing needs cleansing.
I guess there's no point in leaving it here then.
Perhaps we should add Koros to our list of places to go. Maybe down in Brazik's Tome, the Tears of Koros. They might be strong enough.
It's certainly worth a try. It's good thinking. But let's worry about the equinox first. I will go to take the sword from Ophelia and put it away.
I'll wait down here for everyone to bring Henry down.
So you guys are breaking Henry down.
While I'm waiting, I'm going to try and add some more holiness to the water that there is.
Okay.
Try and make it a little bit more potent.
Can I help her?
You can give her advantage.
Ah, dang, we tried.
You'll get there. It's a little holier.
I need my armor.
Anyway. So do you guys all bring Henry down there? Was that the plan?
Sure.
Yeah, once Dean comes up to get him, I'll help him take Henry downstairs.
All right. So Dean you make your way up and you make your way to the bedroom where he's held. Dean enters.
Oh, you're waiting on me? Okay. It's all clear. Let's get him up and moving.
Where am I going now?
Don't worry,
Going
you'll
back
love it.
downstairs. I'm sure it'll feel real good.
It's time for a bath.
All right. So you bring Henry downstairs. He doesn't struggle. He just walks as you like, lead him along the way.
Oh no, we're not letting him walk. We're carrying him. He's completely bound up.
Alright, so
Hands and feet.
you guys get him down there. You carry him, drag him. However, he's downstairs. So once you're downstairs, you get downstairs. Ophelia, you see them drag him down. What do you do with him?
Do I think it would be a good idea for him to sit in the holy water?
It doesn't. You don't think it really hurt?
Then I'm going to direct them to go ahead and sit him up in the holy water.
Last time we tried this, the demonic blood seeped out of him. But when we tried to pull him out of the water, it just went right back into his body. That's why most of the water is missing. Flyr had used his magic to try and burn away most of the demonic influence in the water as we pulled him out, but a little still remained.
Well, then set him up on the edge and we will small dosage him.
You go and you set him up in the pool. And I assume you put some water on, like get some water and get it on him, or like submerge his feet, kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna let one of the boys do that, so I'm prepped to Sacred Flame whatever comes out.
Yeah, I'll be one of the people helping.
You sit there for a few moments, and nothing seems to happen. No blood leaks. No nothing.
Maybe we need to try to get him to drink it again. That seemed to work.
Alright, go for it.
I'll go ahead and take my water skin and fill it up with the holy water and then put some...
I'll force his mouth open.
Alright.
Make him drink. You know, like massage the throat so, you know, it goes down and all that. Just like a dog.
Alright, as you do, he coughs up just a little bit of the black blood that it coughs out onto the ground and starts to like wriggle just a little bit.
Sorry, distracted. You said the black blood came up?
Yeah, he coughed out a little bit of black blood onto the ground.
Sacred Flame on it.
Alright. As you do that, it there's just a scorched black mark on the ground. There doesn't seem to be anything left.
Can I do some sort of check to determine how long it would take in order to completely cleanse him?
At this rate, it would take it would probably take some days to really cleanse it like this. Maybe a day. I shouldn't say days. But if you're like to drink the water and spit out just a little bit, it'd take a while.
There seems to be quite a bit of corruption in him. I think it would take longer than the time we currently have in order to cleanse him completely. We might just have to keep him under lock and key until after the equinox.
Any comment?
Sorry, I was thinking.
I think we need someplace better to keep him then if we're not going to be able to cleanse him in time.
Right, we don't exactly have the facilities to keep him as a prisoner.
I'd be worried that the jail here in Oakhaven isn't even enough. Do we take him with us to Isis? I'm sure that the wizards have some way of keeping folks chained up.
The issue will be getting him there.
Flyr can still teleport us there. We can include him in that, right?
Flyr says yes.
My only concern there is it feels like we might run into the issue of needing to split the group then. I really would like to find a master tinker as soon as possible.
Is there any chance we may find one in Isis? Understand that they're gonna all be naturally in Tinkertown, but maybe there's one or two? But I wouldn't want to risk it, taking our time there, when we could be heading out to where we know they'll be.
Maybe we should find Myra. Maybe she knows. She would be our best bet for finding a contact. Do any of you know where she is?
Last time you saw Myra, she was kind of directing the staff, just managing the dragon and some of the cleanup, trying to keep the chaos under control.
Would that be all of us that saw her?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's somewhat around here.
Well, if she thinks that Tinkertown is going to be our best bet, I do have some small wards that I can put in place here to try and keep him. At the very least, I can stop somebody from trying to teleport to him, and I can set up a ward against somebody trying to get to him. I'm gonna go find Myra, though. And I'm gonna leave to go find our little halfling friend.
Okay. Yyrin and Vol. Is there anything you guys want to talk about upstairs?
They have a stream of whispers.
Okay.
Yyrin's just telling Valanthe about what was saw on Henry's head.
Make sure to get a transcript of that to me. Okay, so Ophelia, you make your way upstairs. You find Myra. Oh, hello. It's good to see you back. Looks like we came out victorious here.
More or less, for now. I was wondering if you happen to have any contacts that might be master tinkerers?
Master tinkerers. Have you ever heard of Jiminy Grobblepot? Grobblepot, yes, he's a good one. Off in Tinkertown.
Do you happen to know if there are any in Isis?
No. Not to my knowledge. What do you need a tinkerer for?
I have schematics for a weapon that should be able to close the demonic portals.
Oh, well that's rather handy, isn't it? Well, it's a bit of a ways away. I'll see if I can get somebody out here. Might take some time.
How long do you think it would take you?
To get somebody out here, it could take about a week.
I think Valanthe is going to get us a way to quick travel down that direction. I was just hoping, since we seem to need to split our attention between Tinkertown and Isis, that maybe we could do a two birds, one stone kind of situation.
If you want, I can go to Tinkertown, and if you give me the schematics, I can have them delivered personally.
Lala, how many people can you do that for?
How many people can I do it for at one time? 10.
Okay. I think that would be an excellent solution to our problem.
Alright, if I finish, where would you like me to meet you at?
That is an excellent question. Um. I think the best option would be to find somebody who can cast a sending spell and contact us that way. Just because we're not
Very
sure
well.
exactly where we will be.
Alright, I'll make it happen. Alright, when do we set off?
As soon as everybody has gathered what they need and we have settled on what to do with Henry. I'll come find you when we're ready.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else wanted to do?
I mean, other than trying to find a place to lock up Henry.
Okay. Where are you guys gonna lock him up then? Just kind of decide out of character.
I mean, the house isn't quite secure enough. Do we think that... Do you think we could store him in the, like, local jail? For now?
I think that
Do
would
we
be a
trust
really bad
that
idea.
enough? Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that just
I-
something would likely go wrong with that.
I think at the house under a close guard would be our best option. Maybe, you know, have Valanthe stone shape us a building that's that's on the property but off away from the house. Something that we can fortify.
Or we could stone shape out, something underneath the house.
This is also a
Is there
possibility.
enough space in the temple
Right.
to stone shape
And then-
a one-person jail in the temple?
Yeah, we just stone shape a cell, and then I'll arcane lock the door.
And I can cast, what was it? Forbiddance. Which makes it so that you can't teleport there.
Alright,
So I'm
alright.
stone shaping.
Sounds like it.
I can do that, and then also
So stone shaped arcane lock forbidden. Any other measures you're putting into place?
So it looks like we're gonna have a 5-foot cube for a room, which is going to be slightly shorter than he can stand up the full way, which I'm okay with because it's a prison.
I can't do the other thing that I was going to do, so yes.
Okay. So, you guys cast your magic spells to make it. Henry is grump. Yes.
Sorry, I found the other thing. I would also like to place a glyph of warding
How long does that last?
until dispelled.
Alright. What does that do?
It will basically it'll explode.
Okay.
It'll explode when the trigger that I say is met.
Okay.
which is going to be anyone with demonic blood entering the area other than Henry.
I'm sorry, can you say that again for me?
The trigger is going to be anyone with demonic blood entering the area other than Henry.
Sounds good.
Then it go boom.
Sounds good. All right. So that's all taken care of. Y'all prepare yourself. You cast Windwalk. Unless there's anything else you want to do, we will head out.
Give the schematics to Myra,
Myra. Yeah.
the copy that I made.
Yeah.
Those of us that were got the full rest in.
Yeah. You guys will have gotten the full rest.
So where are we headed?
Tinkertown. Or, sorry, we're going...
Town.
No, we're... let's go ahead and just use Flyr teleporting us to Isis, because Isis's teleportation's back up.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are saying Myra on her way, and Flyr's teleporting you guys to Isis.
Sounds like that's the plan.
All right. You travel through the teleportation magical spell, and you come out in the teleportation chamber in Isis. It looks pretty fucked up, but it is in working order. That's where we'll end our session today.
Like it got attacked, kind of fucked up. Exploded.
Well, yeah, like it got attacked before. It's not like they completely rebuilt it. It's just like they put new portals down.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll divvy out XP in just a moment. I'll give you guys your personal in just a sec.
Why is it so hot?
There has been a bunch of hot air sent in from Nevada, so you can blame them.
No, global warming, blame Republican.
Let me,
When is our next session?